Did I seriously forget to turn my mic on? Fuck, I am out of it today. Hey everyone, we're playing Amnesia. Fuck. Anyway, the scene was very, very dark. And that's what I was fixing. Alright, so that should be a little better. It doesn't look great this way, but it's not super dark. No worries, I did actually have the mic muted. That was on me. It was just timing on your part. Well, yeah, and now it looks the same for you as it does for me here. Except mine doesn't have graphical artifacting as much. So how you doing, Bad Road? Storage, that's not it. Did the game just crash? No, my mouse went outside of the game. Okay. It was not locked into the game for some reason. The Spirit Temple in Ocarina of Time. Is that the one? Is that the one where they had to remove the recording from it? Breathing much better after 4 days at the beach? Awesome. Alright, so Beekeeper says that he can't chat. Refresh the page a few times, that usually fixes it. If you can hear me. But that's a Twitch thing. And that they have no idea what they're doing at any given time. Everything breaks. That was a fire temple, gotcha. I did the refresh, managed to click in before the ghost appeared, but the ghost is back. Oh, that's weird. Just do it a few times. If that doesn't work, I guess use your phone for chatting. I wish I had a better solution. Head pounding. Palms are sweaty. There's oil in my lamp already, Mom's spaghetti.
5th of July, 1839. Today, I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise.
Not to be confused with Sir William Smith, the Hollywood actor.
Feeling responsible somehow.
Oh, right. Light. It's so hard to tell in this game what's considered light and dark. I mean, it doesn't matter what fucking settings I use. If I pop out chat to its own full screen window, I can click the right of the error message, get into the chat box, but now I can't see the stream. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I wish there was something I could do. Try on a different browser on a different device. Ah. I love that big wooden crates apparently weigh about as much as cardboard in this game. Alright. Any good shit over here? No?
14th of July, 1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle. Signed, Alexander." What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few weeks have been awful, with so many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
Alright, so this is the sound he heard. Define description, okay? You're welcome. I'm adding flavor to the game. And tap from the cheer button and get into the chat box. God, they don't even know how to break things correctly. Oh, glad you found that workaround. No, there's only 2 sparrow. Yeah, I already did this part though. I already did this part. There's 3 rods, and I have them all. Let's see, where did these go? Not the correct one. Case of missing rod. Elevator machine instructions. All right, triangle, square, and then circle, looks like, is the order I have to push them in. I send you a screenshot, but an element on my laptop cannot see the matrix server. . That's so fucking bizarre. triangle, square, circle. I think that's the whole solution here. Trinity steam rod we put in here. Then we grab four-phase amplitude rod. Whoops, no, that's wrong. Four-phase amplitude goes here, and then flow cycle rod goes here. All rods are in place. All right, now we have steam. All right, I remember we needed these because I was joking about how massive they were to just be regular objects. Also, how am I carrying this? Daniel is apparently just massively muscular to be able to tote this around in one hand. All right, and I bet I can... No, never mind. Look at that. Look at that. I can just carry this fucking cog. There we go. I gotta remember where the other cogs are. I think one is in this room. Yeah, there it is. Bit smaller this time, probably, maybe. Yeah, only a little, though. Now I gotta figure out where the last one is. Oh, right, there's coal in here. I forgot about this. We gotta use coal. Hey, there's a tinder box. I have so many goddamn tinder boxes because there's just so many of them. Daniel doesn't know his own strength because of the amnesia. Oh, fuck. I knew a guy in Denmark who one night picked up a cast iron cooking pot with a still full of dinner one-handed and carried it to the kitchen like it was... July can do that. I know this is gonna sound weird. I can't do that. July can do that. Her lifting strength is ridiculous. All right. Now I need to find that last cog. Oh no, it's just another cog in the machine. You know, like Pink Floyd. Their famous song, "Another Cog in the Machine." I think they made an anime out of it. Pull this open. Oh, I said pull this open. Now we gotta, you know what? There we go. Okay, we've got so many tinder boxes, I forget to use the damn things. Alright, this is the thing that didn't work, even though I thought it should.
What is this place?
Fuck you, shovel. I think I needed 3, maybe more. 3 seems reasonable, though. Hog in the Machine standalone complex, yes. Glad that was clear. Alright, now I think we've got the levers working. And we've got the cogs in place, so we do this. We do this. There's something else I needed to do? Ah, right. Needs more work before it will run. Well, what is missing then? There's nothing else interactable, is there? Doesn't seem like it. There we go. Light up this whole room. Do I need to turn some of these valves? Get out of here. I don't see a valve nearby. Alright, that's running. I guess let's follow the pipes and they immediately go underground. Goes into here and then back around to here. That is a very roundabout pipe system. You need to repair the pipe. Where is this? Or was the steam leak cosmetic? I assumed it was cosmetic because there's a bunch of them. And they're not interactable.
17th of July, 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs.
How did I not notice that they're all dead?
Skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me.
Good.
I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
So we're seeing that although Daniel is not a good dude, he's more responsible and empathetic to the than the people he surrounds himself with. It is a very low bar. By the way, don't jump in front of steam leaks like that. That shit'll melt your skin off. Bar on the ground, but he stepped over it. Bar is on the ground, but he's... Yes, okay. That took me a sec. I thought you were giving me instructions. Yeah, I see what you're saying. He did step over the bar, just barely. You serious? Oh wait, I could just, yeah. Even if that hadn't worked, I could have grabbed that box and used it as a stepping stone. Although then it would be possible to lock myself in there. And interact with these. Right, oh my god, I forgot. There's a puzzle back at the... That's the wrong way, right? There's a puzzle back at the front that I know I have the answer to in my notes somewhere. And by I know, I mean I hope.
The flicker, the bluish light.
Alright. It needs to equal some number that I do not remember. So let's see if we can find something in here. The meters should read up 8 and down 8. So I have to mix the numerals together so that we have 8 at the top and down at the bottom. Okay. I'm so very glad Badro takes notes. Very much so, though I do have it this time. Said 8. Oh, thank you, Badro. I should have read the chat first. Did I actually say 8? Wait, yes, I did last week. Alright, so this could be 5 and 3. And then that's 2, 2, and 1. So that's not correct. Alright, so what we need is 5, 2, and 1 down here, I think. Or just 6 and 2? Probably 6 and 2. Then at the top we got 6, 3, 3, and 2, right? Oops, that's 5, not 2. There we go. That is a very janky machine for regulating pressure. It's in the walker now. Alright, we got the machine working now. Well, I appreciate you nonetheless. Now we can pull the machine lever. Boom, here comes the boom. Here comes the boy from the south of Germany. I think he's German, though he speaks with a very heavy English accent. I hope I'm hearable. Oh no. Oh no. There's meat mold. Oh, come on, I didn't even step on that. Must have to actually be in the air. And here, a few cuts and bruises, no problem. Oh, hi, there's more. Alright. So everything is getting ready to explode. That's good. Oh, come on! That's so rude. I do not understand how those work. Going all Silent Hill, it is. If you're gonna copy someone, I won't call Silent Hill the best, but they are pretty great most of the time, at least the first 4. Alright, so now the elevator hall is all meated up. I don't think there's anything to do here other than take the elevator, though, so we're probably fine. A lot of candles that look like they could be tinder boxes over here. Right, how's my health looking? No, we're a little ways away from the end of the game. Then meet me in the hall. I think this game might be about addiction. there's already a lantern in here. Although it's... Alright, cool. That's quite loud. I'm gonna turn the game volume down a little bit. That's a little bit better. I hope I can be heard over it. Hope the ducking is good enough. Taking a rough ride on an elevator in Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Descendant unlocked. Get it? Descendant? Because he's going down.
Come this way.
What was that?
Forgive me, I should have warned you. One of my responsibilities as a Baron is that of a prison warden. This is where criminals are locked up.
Like a dungeon?
Very much so. Come, don't linger.
I'm trying, but there's all this wood in the way. The physics are janky. I'm glad they've actually been pretty subdued, I think is the right word. They haven't been trying to turn everything into a physics puzzle like, say, Half-Life 2. Those physics also really janky. I don't got nothing against Half-Life 2. It's fine. Same as Half-Life 1, they're both fine. They both seem to be, like, worshipped online. I don't know if they deserve that. Alright. Yeah. There's lamp oil. I don't want to use up tinder boxes. Oh, hi. Don't want to use up tinder boxes. All the way down the hall. It is now forcing me to walk much more slowly, which feels kind of like the opposite of what Daniel should be doing right there. So there's a room behind this wall, yeah? Yeah, here's the door. Because, oh right, y'all don't get my my directional hearing. The sounds we just heard were coming from behind the wall on the that we were walking by on our left. Thought it was about how you should leave ancient artifacts with the people whose ancestors created. It can be both. It can absolutely be both. I don't know if it's getting that second point across very well, because instead of being like, hey, you're wrong, you shouldn't do this, and you shouldn't need to be threatened for it to do so, which is the correct message. Instead, they've still got this, like, othering thing going on. Like, oh, you stole this artifact. Now you're going to be chased by a demon. And, like, I don't know if that's such a good... I don't know if that's the best way to show the message. Oh, my God. Anyway, let's keep going. Hi, Rizby. What you doing, baby? Baby, you want to say hi? Yeah, I know. The floor's a little wet. Our AC started dripping inside. It's balanced incorrectly, but I put it on eco mode and then just turned the temperature down, and now it doesn't drip anymore, so that's good. Alright, let's see. Frisbee, are you gonna sit? Or are you gonna come over here and say hi? Wanna sit? He's waiting to go out. It's okay. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. You sure? Alright then, sit. Who's a good baby? Oh, he's such a good baby. He's, the less well-behaved of the two dogs, certainly. But he's a good boy.
There's nothing left. Everything is gone.
This, is this a Swiss colony beef log? swear I thought that was a Swiss colony beef log. Like, I'm not even making a joke there. Alright, we've got a hammer. So I'm starting to understand what they're doing with the wobbliness when your fear is up too high. How there's like a very noticeable delay and acceleration on your movement. So they've basically taken something that's makes controls more difficult in games that insist on doing it, which was also very popular at the time, which is called mouse acceleration. And they've turned it into a feature of the game wherein the mouse acceleration gets worse and worse as your stress increases, and it makes it harder to click on stuff. And like, yeah, that's really clever. The Swiss had colonies, well, they had beef logs. Often came with like cheese. Well, let me light these torches. Not sure why. It will not let me open this door. It doesn't open forward or backwards, so I guess we're going back the other way. Oh, I see. There's no fuel in the torch that it wouldn't let me light. There we go. We can hear the creature. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Swiss had colonies in real life. They are white after all. There's a tinderbox. I like the mouses. These are so cute. Look at them skitter. They don't have very good animation, but they're not particle effects either. So, you know, take the good with the bad. Don't know which of those is bad, but I'm sure one of them is. Particle effect rats have spoiled me for a number of rats. Y'all ever feel like that? Like we can never... This is a terrible hiding place. I hear you. Did he turn the other way? I'm not 100% sure how the monster chases are supposed to be handled in this game, because I can't really see where they're coming from at any given time. Mice wobbling across the floor, right? Sounds like it's off to my right, maybe? Laudanum, tinderbox. See what I mean about so many fucking items? They're everywhere. They almost feel malicious at this point. Okay, we don't have a key for this. Really? Okay. I thought he'd snuck up behind me for a second. Can't light that. Can't light that one. So yeah, it's very obvious which ones you can light, it seems like. I heard something. There's some oil. Always good. I don't know what we'd be using this hammer for. What's a hammer for? For pounding nails. So wait, it doesn't really work. Malicious generosity. Yeah. Like, the game is much, much easier on this mode. I have to choose between either the bad saving mechanic or a challenging game. Or a super easy game, rather. Alright, there's already a candle in here. That's not a good sign.
Where is she? Where did she go?
I like that these kind of act like a refueling station.
I'll never tell you.
You're just making things worse. Look, this is no place for a young girl all by herself.
This is, some of those,
There's no telling.
content warnings. Links on the screen right now. I pointed down as though I'm in the center. Links, it's going off the screen now. But we're getting the list back up. Yeah, there's a reason we use the ticker for that now. Okay. Oh hey, is that a steak? It's a chipper, which I guess is the British word for steak. A stone chipper, right? And a stone hammer. Alright, so we've got to use these to break through something. Well, like this is a safe zone. That's cute. The lock is very oh ho ho. Is it now? There we go. Oh, just have to use one. That's interesting. Is that it? Yeah? So we got to hear a scream. That's exciting, right? Alright. New scary stuff. Good to know. Here's another flashback.
But Mother, I don't want to leave without you.
Hurry, child. You must go. Find Gabriel, the Outrider, and tell him to alert the King's men.
Gabriel the Outrider is my favorite Sonic character.
Please, we don't have time to make the hole any wider. Someone is coming. Hurry! I'll cover the hole with a bed. Everything will be fine. I promise you.
So I don't know if anyone's pointed this out before, but you ever notice how in the Sonic the Hedgehog universe, girls wear clothes and boys don't? I feel like there's some misogyny in there somewhere. Like that's a weird bit of world building that they never, as far as I know, confront. Right? I can grab the bed. Oh, I can slide the bed. There we go. Yeah, I was right. See, that's a useful... I can't shove the bed, though. I can only drag it a little. Here, let's just put it right here. Maybe monsters can't get over knee-high walls. Maybe they're just into the whole CFNM thing. I don't know what that is. So let's go to... The hole is too narrow. We have something for that, you know. And I fell. I expected to be in that room a bit longer. Hopefully I didn't miss anything important. Also, Daniel, why the fuck did you chisel it out directly below your feet? Maybe he just could not tell that the floor was hollow all the way around, so he'd fall no matter what. Never mind straight down, right? Daniel's never... Ah! Oh, shit. You both went the same place, and I'm very proud of you. Damn, no, I disagree. There is stone there, and I'm supposed to be chipping it. Left or right? Well, they say good adventurers go left. At least that's what I've been told. Oh, was wrong. Or Terraria. Terraria, mining straight down isn't quite as big of a deal because you can actually see if it's hollow when you're a couple layers above it. Damn, I wish I had the patience for Terraria. That was fun as hell. I never finished the second half, which they call hard mode, which isn't really accurate because it's a new chapter. But I beat the Wall of Flesh, and then I get to the next part of the game, and I never have managed to finish it. I like the unicorns, though. They're my favorites. Wow, Soleil likes unicorns. What a shock. No one saw that coming. There we go. Daniel, seriously? Daniel, you can fit through... So you know how I was saying that they weren't using the physics in any detrimental way? I was wrong? Because now I cannot get through this fucking path. Oh my, okay, can I push it all the way over? Yes, okay, here we go. We got here. Anyone down there? I'm Donkey Kong. Ever finished the first half? Wild. If your character is aquatic, mining straight down is not a problem. You just have to swim up if something goes screwy. That's true. But you do have to account for water pressure, atmospheric pressure. So be very careful. Like, Terraria is cool as hell. But just like Minecraft, it's hard for me to pay attention to it. It's better for that because you have goals that affect the world in big ways. And my ADHD, I almost said my ADHD, and that's fun. My ADHD makes it very hard for me to pay attention in a sandbox situation. Alright. There's some rotten mangoes, peppers. Yes, it breaks. These ones are already broken. Stand back. I have a butter knife and I'm not afraid to use it. Alright, we got more lamp oil. We've also got a pot that has apparently been cooking for... Oh. Don't touch the hot pot, y'all. Yes, I know. Is this supposed to be bread? Oh my god, this is supposed to be bread. I thought it was a rock. The sound it makes. It sounds like just... So you know Kongs, the dog toys, the really, really strong ones? It sounds like one of those when it hits the wall. Pixelmon is perfect for me. Lots of stuff to collect and organize. Appeals to my hyper-focus and OCD. Hell yeah. I'm glad to hear that. Dwarf bread. Seems to have the consistency of a rock. Perhaps pumice. Nah, it's too heavy to be pumice. It sounds like rubber to me. The sound they used sounds like rubber.
2nd of August, 1839. I have arrived at the village of Altstadt. It's a haven in the midst of a vast forest and the last stop before my final destination, Castle Brennenburg. It's late in the evening, and the outrider, who has been with the coach since Bremen, advised me to wait until morning before I venture further. I've arranged for a bed at Der Müller, the village's only inn,